Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be
He's
doing
dead.
some more of, and ignore Hopty back there in the background. We're going to be doing some more Final Fantasy XIV, the 7.3 Promise of Tomorrow patch. Sven is resolved to take part in the coming battle.
Died.
We've briefed Aaronville on everything that has happened and sent word to the others.
Okay, well, that saved my butt.
We've now but to consider what our next actions will be. Calix has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. And though it feels much like striding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. If we are to destroy the memories he supposedly has stored in the upper reaches of Meso Terminal, then that's where we must go. I'm so upset at being
Got a couple
deprived
of
of my
free
moment.
AI.
I nevertheless did my due diligence. I can confirm that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. When you go and fight Calix, pray let me fight alongside you. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, and for the other Sphene I may have become. Most importantly, for my beloved kingdom and a joyful tomorrow. Thank you for understanding what this means to me. I'm coming with you as well. You know my reasons. I hardly need saying, but your fellow Scions also have every intention of accompanying you into battle. So adamant were Alice and the others on this point that they have already left from living memory. I am more than ready to do the same. I'll keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing Neo regulators. Should you need something from me, I'll be on standby here on the back room. I really want to go with you too, but I know I can't. I know that sometimes you have to be patient and trust in your friends. Oh. Crowd, I think that we should talk to Gotham before we leave for living memory. Under Calix's directions, preservation has all helped shape Alexandria's society for centuries. Taking him down will have serious consequences, and we need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. Justifications aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Exactly. We don't know if Kassan will approve or oppose our chosen course. But either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Come, we should be on our way. Resolution first, yes? Be safe, everyone. We'll see you when it's over. I mean, yeah, morally and ethically, they're right. You should tell them strategically it's the wrong move, tactically it's the wrong move, but morally and ethically it is the right move.
I see. A difficult situation. In the absence of an official sovereign, I agree that it is not preservation's place to dictate the future of our nation. However, I also cannot simply take a side and declare my support for your efforts to defeat Calix.
Is that because of the new regulator you wear?
I've yet to register it. I find myself caught between the fear of dying and the desire to carry out the duties of governance. My greatest concern is how we shall stem this ever-increasing terror of mortality when becoming endless is no longer an option. And that's to say nothing of the recent slaughter committed by our own soldiers. The fact that such violence was perpetrated for the very purpose of creating endless will, paradoxically, make it more difficult to endorse your chosen course. It may not seem logical, but for those who lost friends and family in the attacks, halting the creation process altogether would render the deaths of their loved ones utterly meaningless. Is it not cruel to rob them of what little solace they could claim, when we have only just learned what it is to mourn?
I'm the arm.
Tell me, how are we meant to overcome such tragedies?
We stop begging others to teach us for a start. For the longest time, we've been protected by
Realize.
theme and the systems put in place by our forebears. The hardships and responsibilities of life were distant things. We felt entitled to our comfort.
Got a kill at least.
Even as we barely noticed those who risked everything to keep us sheltered. But no more. From now on, we need to learn on our own. How to live with the promise of death. How to endure the pain of loss. We may never learn to love such things, but we may learn to survive them. The people beyond the barrier, even the Alexandrians of old, they've all had to live with these fears. There's no reason we can't do it too.
What are you all doing here? Malachi called us in, and the Oblivion members briefed us on the current crisis. You don't stand idly by while your house burns down. We came together and thought about how we could help. Long story short, we've decided to join the fight alongside Oblivion. I say fight, but we're well aware of how little use we'd be in actual combat.
A battle of ideas, on the other hand. Now that we might be qualified to do something about. We'll talk to our neighbors and do our best to quell their fears. Convince them to make the most of this life and enjoy all it has to offer. Perhaps that will help to ease your burden.
It certainly will. Even if a few are assuaged by your words, it will make things easier.
I mean, yeah. It should.
Those who have already registered will be difficult to sway, but there are still many who waver. Those are the ones we'll concentrate on. Gossen, if you truly care for the people of Alexandria, then now's the time to start thinking of ways to prevent more deaths.
Yeah.
Were I to become endless at the expense of my countrymen's lives, I would regret it for the rest of my existence. forgive my weakness. When the people have lost their way, it falls to the government to support and guide them. Alexandria can rise above this sorrow and find its way forward once more. Is that not so, Your Majesty?
Indeed it is. No, that wasn't... what I meant to say was...
Calm down, Speed.
Melody, you used her name.
The perfect resemblance to our beloved Queen
I
Speed
think that
has not
missile's
escaped our
going
notice.
wherever it wants.
Yet
Okay.
we also understand that you are not her. Having to live in secret, unable to share who you really are, that must have been hard on you. When you come back, please tell us all about yourself. I imagine yours is a rather outlandish story, but we're eager to hear it all the same.
Well, I mean, that's good that they're willing to hear it.
You're one of us, an Alexandrian, and we don't abandon our own.
Okay. Please flavor. Ah, damn it. I'm tired of that. See, that's what was supposed to happen to the other guy.
I promise to return. And when I do, I look forward to speaking with you all.
Everyone was so warm and welcoming. Alexandrians are as ever a stalwart people. How glad am I to be home. Thank you, Gusan. That decision must have been difficult to make. If only I could claim the courage to do so came from within. The final push came from Alexandrian citizens and their bravery in taking the first step. Speaking of which, can I ask you to lock that Neo-regulator away where no one else can get to it? That should prevent the registrations from reaching the target number. I should be glad to do so, but I fear it would be to no avail. According to our most recent surveys, the number of Neo-regulators in circulation exceeds the stated 5,000. I surmise the surplus units are to account for those like myself who have had change of heart or are otherwise hesitant to register. Ah, that does sound like something Calyx would do. Well, we'll have to face them either way, so no point in delaying the inevitable. On to living memory.
Things seem much the same.
Well,
Patches in this, and then we'll
we haven't seen Aaronville all patched, so...
So listen, you have nothing more to fear than any other normal day. Deep breaths. We'll get through this. You'd be telling them much the same if you were here. I suppose it falls to me now.
Oh, wait. Since I saw it, might as well do it while I see it. Oh, it's good to see our comrades hale and girded for battle. As for us, we've been ahead to inspect the lay of the land. There were no changes of note aside from the Meso Terminal itself. Why, what's happened to the Meso Terminal? Wall has receded to provide a convenient entrance into the structure's interior. There was no such ingress when last we were here, so we must assume that Calix has since manipulated the terminal's electrope, all to facilitate his most gracious invitation to the upper levels. An invitation I am eager to accept. For the sake of all who love Alexandria, I will not yield nor leave them to despair. Shola would proceed to the Meso Terminal. Maybe everyone determined to be here as present and accounted for. Shall we make our way to the terminal? We wouldn't wish to keep our insistent host waiting. Well, here we are again, facing another battle to decide Alexandria's fate. For 4 centuries I slept here. Upon awakening, I found the world as I knew it had changed. I was so frightened at first, I couldn't recognize a single thing. I thought everything I had loved had gone to dust. Yet beneath the unfamiliar surface, which remained the same, or much remained the same. For that I give thanks to Otis and Zelenia and their royal knights who laid their lives on the line to defend our way of life. I thank every Alexandrian who believed in our future and passed on our legacy. I thank my other self who so loved this kingdom of ours. I thank you all for kindling this hope in my heart, this courage to take up arms and fight once more. So let's make our stand together and fight for what we hold dear. The kind gentle Queen Speen was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. You have my gratitude, and surely Otis and Selenia will join us in spirit. Let's head inside and finish this. In the upper reaches of this terminal awaits the device which holds Calyx's memory. It falls to us to make the climb and destroy it once and for all. I must bring matters to a definitive end. Will not suffer him to cause Alexandria further harm nor claim the key. The Queen entrusts it to you for good reason. Besides, it would be a tragedy indeed to relinquish a relic with so much research potential. Apparently Calyx thinks he's taking your measure. I urge you to correct that misguided assumption. I wholeheartedly concur. Yet would still counsel caution. That he would be so bold as to extend us an invitation bespeaks tremendous confidence in his preparations. Come, friends, we set forth into the midst of dreaming endless. Okay. Oh, I just realized I have the currency to go do a thing. I thought there was supposed to be somewhere I went to buy the materials for this. Okay. We'll drop that for now and complete that later as its own thing. But I wanted to at least get that done. So none of them look real great. No, I need water.
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
I believe that was Hopti who just left the... Yeah, Hopti. Left the Discord call. That's okay. Didn't even say goodbye.
I've created new endless forms.
Oh, there he goes.
Not all the warriors, but they will follow orders.
You sent doing voice.
Can survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle. Memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
Phew! No, that's... What graze? What graze? That graze. Where the fuck is at arm's length?
You've overburdened
There
the
it is.
system. No matter. It served its purpose.
You certainly took my measure there. I failed miserably. Oh, we're in an ad break. I mean, we have taken on better than the likes of this guy, so...
Let's revisit the prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight. These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defend? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
This is an interesting fight. Shit. 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 I like the idea of this fight. I am not the one for this fight. I got no idea what's about to happen here.
Beginning to tire? Good. I bid you continue on. Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom.
He's so dispassionate as he talks.
Very well. If one by one they fall, I'll send them all as one. Recall the anguish you felt when you faced death, and rise. Rise to defend your nation, your people, and your loved ones. Rise and meet the foe before you. An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares. It is the midst of the storm, sir.
I don't know exactly what that does. Shit. I thought at arm's length that and had not.
The spark of life is dimmed with every blinding flash. Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
I mean, I can't read everything, but I can read a few of these things. Shit. That one I got confused on. No, that's the one I wanted. I'm not going to get the equestrian roll, but I was going to try anyways. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get it. I had to try. I had to hope.
Sven? The endless he sent against us. They were from the time of the storm surge, before I was placed into stasis.
As far as we know, the only sector to escape the shutdown was the one containing Calix's memories. Assuming a chronological system, every other memory stored in that sector would belong to people who lived around the same period in history as he did.
Calix, how long have you pursued this madness?
We seem to have exhausted his defenses for the moment. I say we take advantage of this lull to press on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
for endless creation, we established several core tenets. One is a prohibition on memory duplication. Despite the inherent risks, I agree and abide by this. Memories are the essence of the self and should not be diluted. We each have our goals. You seek to destroy your target. I seek to reclaim the key. Shall we forego the questioning and begin?
Do not doubt that we are here to fight, and I do not mean to lose. Yet, as one born of the same era, I must ask. Why do you pursue your evolution with such fervor? What do you hope to achieve with this eternal existence?
Your question is meaningless. I have ascertained a superior path to mankind's preservation, and that which must be done is that which I can do. What other reason do I require? Surely you have seen it. Traditional survival strategies are at odds with an increasingly complex society, leading to a breakdown of order. This course promises no liberation from pointless conflicts or inane tragedies. Physical traits do not represent the limit of our potential. Why then should we relinquish that potential when our hearts cease to beat? I realized it was past time that we corrected our heading. Nothing more.
Even then, you were always so single-minded. I too have a vision for the future, and your plan is not a part of it. I won't let you harm another Alexandrian.
Then fight we must. Thankfully, the entity I now summon will make short work of you and your comrades.
A summoning.
What now? What was that? A chill? No, something else. I feel so cold. So weak.
Across Alexandria, a certain emotion is taking hold. The fear of death, terror for the eternal darkness that will, without fail, engulf the lives of every living thing. Allow me to introduce it to you.
I got it! I got one! 4,999! That's how many people he said they were up to! I made it just in time. Now to register. Death can't touch me now. I'm free of all that crushing fear forever.
Congratulations to all who have acquired a Neo regulator.
Give it back!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You think that's what I want?
Remember now. Remember your fear of dying. That terror will carry you across the threshold, make of you an endless. Your prayers will birth a miracle which commands death itself.
What in the... What's going on?
You don't want to know. But I suggest running. Running is good. Good for the heart, running.
Securing the requisite ether is simple. I need only reroute lightning energy from living memory. Then I encourage the populace to define its form through hope and thought and prayer. Such an abstract method, however, is rife with unpredictable elements. What I wanted was an entity that could defeat you with utmost certainty. To that end, I set strict parameters for a concept of my own design. It was a laborious task, one that required almost more time than I had, but I managed it in the end. And now, everything is in readiness. I bid you, come forth.
What is that?
A primal summoning, and one defined by a concept, no less. How did he learn such techniques? Keep these close.
That is a false deity, brought into being through the prayers of the desperate and the hopeful. The talismans will protect your minds from being enthralled.
Do you still mean to stand against me?
Yeah.
Assuming you win, the defeated ask no questions.
There, some fresh water. Okay, there we go. That's put in place. Q popped, so here we go. We're in an ad break.
Those who obstruct evolution shall suffer the rotting fate of all flesh. You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you. Drag them to their graves. There. Do you not see? Death is upon you. Perhaps this. Kill them. Bothersome. Kill them. Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
think we're going to disagree with that.
Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit. The endless darkness engulfs you. Still alive. But there are ways to change that.
Yeah, despite whatever that bullshit was, yeah, we're still alive.
There.
Now I'm not. At least I'm assuming I'm not.
Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Yeah, I didn't make that one. I tried. My DPS just wasn't high enough to,
You struggle in vain. Once the terror takes root, it will only continue to grow.
keep saying this. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Not resist death, deserve it. I am prepared for you. Kill them.
Is it over?
Now, the memory bank.
It's shielded.
I invited you to destroy it. I did not say I would let you. It is clear your strength cannot be gauged by ordinary means. But I anticipated as much.
What did you do to it?
The ignorance is almost laughable. You do not understand that you yourselves are to blame. You brought death to my creation. What do you suppose happens when a being manifested by the fear of dying experiences that terror firsthand? It grows stronger.
I feel it again. That same weakness.
It will rise again and again until the lightning which infuses this entire world has been drained to its last spark. You fight a losing battle.
God damn you.
Harnessed in this manner, does it not demonstrate just how powerful mankind's aversion to death truly is? You will not prevail against this foe. I, meanwhile, will continue my crusade against mortality.
This is wrong, Alex. You twist the meaning of those words. They are not meant to teach the living that physical death is nothing to fear. They are meant to offer comfort to those we leave behind. I know that litany all too well. I heard it time and time again over the course of the war. Help me, Shale. I must speak to Alexandria. Make my voice heard.
Nahe, don't you recognize me? Nahe! What's happening? What's wrong with them? What will become of us?
Fellow Alexandrians, please, heed my words.
What now? Another broadcast? I know that voice.
Death can be frightening and terrible. I understand the desire to forget, to seek eternal life and be freed from fear. Yet, we live in this world in the here and now, the bearers of memories varied and rich.
Come on, do it. Destroy the damn thing.
I gave her my word. I promised I would protect her people.
And we will protect them together.
Why didn't you just target those? Because they were outside the shield. Kind of dumb to put your emitters outside the shield, but
The others.
come on.
Careful. You're badly hurt. You'd be lucky if you only broke a bone or two. It won't be long until your fever rises. We need to see you back to Tuliyowo and into the care of a chirurgeon.
I kept my promise.
Thank you, Lamity.
She's yet to regain consciousness, but worry not. Lamati will be fine. I've been in touch with Valkoana, and he has made arrangements to convey her home. What she means to come and fetch Lamati himself. Apparently, given the extent of her injuries and exertions, she'll likely spend many days abed. Oh, Waklama. You just can't help yourself, can you? Like a certain someone that said, we couldn't have done it without you. And once you had to bear her down, you saw it to it that Calyx's stored memories were destroyed along with the memory bank. Which means preservation is no more, I pray. No longer will Calyx dictate the course of our people. No longer will our grief be locked away or forgotten. Freedom to feel joy and sadness, to feel all that we were meant to experience, is in the hands of Alexandrians once more. I can never thank you enough. When we are rested and ready, we shall have to conduct a thorough investigation into how Calyx came to know that summoning ritual. Aye, for where there are primals, the Ascians are never far. And we must consider that those who offered up prayers during the summoning may very well have fallen under the entity's sway. I shall wait here with our patient until Valquona arrives. Feel free to go on ahead and attend to Alexandria's needs in the meantime. Yes, we should get going. I'll contact Shale en route and ask for an update on the situation in the city. Shall we make for the outskirts first, then? We can check on things there before heading into Everkeep. Everyone's been teaching me that what it means to be enthralled by the primal. Now it's going to seem untouched by trouble as far as I can tell, but what if something awful has happened? Deep breaths, Fiend. Aaronville and Shale shall have brought me up to speed. First off, just as we'd feared, those who adopted the Neo-Regulars appear to have been enthralled. So far, however, they've not shown any hostility towards others. I suspect this was due to the calming effect of your broadcast. General administrators are present working with the rest of the citizenry to bring the afflicted into the care of the authorities. I would report that this seems to be proceeding in a largely peaceful manner. Which is all as well as good. City officials are understandably requesting an explanation of events. Raha, Crow, would you be able to handle that? Certainly. We shall return to aid with the retreatment efforts forthwith. Meanwhile, might I suggest you look in on the people you fought so very hard to save? It may ease your mind to see the fruits of your efforts firsthand. Thank you, again. How very fortunate we are to have you as our allies. Maybe I will take you up on your suggestion. Only, I'm concerned that given who I am, approaching those unaware of my return may only serve to confuse them further. Do not speak with Muhasa. She works at the fields at Yuppie's Halo, not far from here. Some of those who came to see you off before your clash with Calyx, she'll surely be glad to know you are safe and sound. What an excellent idea. I think I shall do just that. Thank you, Crow. Okay. Look who it is. Good to see you again, hale and healthy. I'm sorry, we did not get word to you sooner. How is everyone? Well, nothing terrible befell us, as such. The new regular crowd did all start acting strange at the same time, though. Pepperwayne was one of them. I'm told the authorities are tending to him at a medical facility. You needn't worry, with the proper treatment we'll soon have everyone back to their normal selves. I sure am glad to hear that. I'd like to not lose any more friends if it can be helped. I also hear that the Queen's Fiend who tried enticing us to become endless turned out to be an imposter. What kind of heartless villain preys on people's insecurities like that? Despite the danger to yourselves, you and yours made sure to put a stop to it. Under things correctly. Then we owe you a debt of gratitude. It's up to each of us now to make the most of what you've given us. We're alive because of you, and while we live and breathe, our future is ours to decide. Your broadcast was a message of hope for me, for everyone. No, I really should be going. We still have to keep things running without Pepuane and the others, and the outskirts need all the spare hands they can get. Is there anything I might do to help heal the enthralled? Quite a lot, in fact. I could very much use a mage of your ability. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to round up other arcane practitioners and teach everyone how to use the porxies. Knowledge will come in handy for treating levin sickness as well. Wonderful. I shall petition Gassan to spread the word. Our outskirts tour is cancelled, it would seem. By the way, Alvino told me that Koana arrived to escort Lamati back to Tuliolo. Alvino himself returned to Alexandria momentarily, so between the two of us, I think we can sort out the treatment arrangements. Given all that I had in mind to ask a different favor. When looking on Gulo Jha, according to Shale, he's been running around the kingdom determined to personally solve every problem. Last you heard, he was switching in over at the Drift Downs with the Aaronville. If you ask Tapu, I believe her name was, she should be able to point you in their general direction. Ah, I know that voice. Happy am I to hear it. We all prayed fervently for your safe return. Looking for Gulu Jha, are you? I was here asking if we need help with anything, or if we hadn't noticed anyone who had been acting strangely. He sounded exhausted, so I told him we were fine for the moment and insisted he take a rest. I can only hope he will heed my advice. They were now towards the ruins of Old Alexandria. He always did seem to like it there.
Oh, welcome back.
It's been a trial, hasn't it?
We heard from Kona. He said that Lamachi is in no immediate danger and should make a full recovery.
Vow of resolve indeed. Resolved to be as reckless as ever. She might spare a thought for us helpless spectators from time to time.
You and Lamachi and all the others fought so bravely for Alexandria. And what did I do? I was useless, even with the king's authority. If I were strong, more people might still be alive. But I'm weak. So weak.
That's right. And you have your whole life ahead of you. We all start somewhere.
Actually, there's something I'd like you to see. My father and Odyssey's swords. I asked Lamachi to bring them here. I've decided to train under a Landsguard soldier and become a swordsman.
That's a
Good on you, kid.
I'm still not sure if I want to be the King of Resolve, but I want to be strong enough to protect the people I love. So I'll train as hard as I can, and then I'll come back here when I'm ready to take up these blades. That's the path I've decided on.
good for you, Kalucha. I look forward to seeing your progress.
Or when I'm bigger and stronger, you'll spar with me, won't you?
Thank you both for listening. I'll take it one step at a time and stick with what I know for now. Like cooking the meals that Otis taught me and keeping everyone's bellies full. How does that sound? It's like a fine idea. Everyone's been working hard, so I'm sure a good meal would be much appreciated. Well, I think you've passed the milestone here. Well, at the back room. If you haven't already, I'd expect Shale and the others would appreciate you stopping by to say hello. I don't think the stars you're safe. I heard the reports, of course, but there's no substitute for actually seeing it. Welcome back. We have so much to thank you for. Promise of tomorrow. So this would be the end of this chapter. This patch. Shale is visibly relieved at your safe return. Now that everyone's back, I say we pause a moment to savor what we've accomplished. Been through much in these past days, haven't we? That's an understatement. We've seen the end of a years-long struggle for Oblivion, and for myself. Kukiwa and Geode would be happy for us. Oddly enough, fulfilling our purpose has somewhat left me with even more work to do. I want to task me with conducting a more complete survey of the containment complex. The preservation facility, that lab where they studied the key, certainly demands further investigation. I can understand how these experiments may have led to the discovery of reflections, yet they fail to explain Calyx's knowledge of primal summoning. I fear that he and his hunger for interdimensional travel were only one facet of a greater puzzle. There is still someone or something out there that may pose a threat to us. In any case, I think it prudent we secure ourselves a spot in Shale's next expedition to the 10th level. Right, I have a meeting with the city officials to attend. It would be cruel to leave Raha to answer their barrage of questions alone. I should return to my work as well. My first job will be to analyze the data we pulled from Containment Complex 10-29 and locate other facilities. I only hope the information we uncover will serve Alexandria in the future we want to build. Whatever we end up finding, however, it's like to take some weeks to put the city back to rights. All these ambitious plans aside, I think you've earned your rest, don't you? Nah, not really. Our break room is yours to bunk in for as long as you like. Say the word and I'll help you settle in. Ready for a cot and a fluffy pillow? Several weeks later.
What an absurdly long report. Even working together, it took us an age to finish.
Well, to be fair, it was a rather absurd series of events. The mystery behind Grandfather's letter took us further than we could have ever imagined.
Truly. It feels like a lifetime ago that it all began.
Right then, one last bit of proofreading. Where was I? Ah, yes. The chaos which had gripped the kingdom of Alexandria was slowly but surely giving way to order once more. The thorough investigation conducted by Oblivion was one of the primary factors contributing to this recovery. Its members uncovered multiple preservation research facilities, allowing for a comprehensive study of regulator design and function.
have we come to understand that memories pertaining to the deceased were not erased from the minds of the living, but in truth, merely locked away. Permanent gaps in one's memory were to be avoided, as inconsistencies would arise during endless conversion and cause instability. When the time came, restoring these buried memories would be a simple matter of transmitting a signal from the Meso terminal. Acting on this discovery, the Alexandrian government announced plans for a memory restoration initiative, open to willing participants. This reignited the discussion surrounding mortality, as people continued to debate how best to face the inevitability of death. No matter the answer at which they arrive, it is certain to herald a major shift in the nation's philosophy. Yes, that matches my understanding of events. Excellent work, Raha.
I'm glad it serves. Shall we make our way over then?
Ahead of the memory restoration, officials requested the assistance of those familiar with the processes involved. So it was that our party and Sphene, who had eagerly volunteered, accepted the task of escorting the city's representative to living memory.
Before you go, we just wanted to say we haven't made this decision lightly. No matter how frightening or painful they may be, we need to face our memories. Not only to honor those who are gone, but to make whole those who are still here. So no second thoughts. We'll be waiting.
If anything tries to harm you, you knock it flat. Come back safely, our Sphene from another time.
Yes, be safe. I'll see you soon.
So sweet of you, but you needn't worry. I'm in very good company. Thank you all for your well wishes. Despite the disruption caused by the dome's arrival, the people in the surrounding region have since reclaimed their normal lives. Tural, which Galul Jar Jar united, is nothing if not resilient. The winds of change are fickle. A sudden gust, often the bearer of challenging trials. But so too do they spur us onward, keeping our feet ever moving along life's path.
You'll soon be on your way to Yaktel then.
Yes, we've just come from making arrangements with the dirigible master. Preparations for the flight are still underway, so I'm doing a little sightseeing. My gratitude to the Landsguard for providing us with the permits we need to visit the Skydeep Cenote.
Of course. We'd hardly refuse a direct request from the vow of Rayson. Our vigilant comrades at the gate will see you safely through.
Wooklamart isn't here, of course. She is still convalescing, I take it.
Indeed. She's presently confined to bed and permitted no visitors. Weakened as she is, we cannot be too careful. I can scarcely sleep at night for the worry.
Oh my. Please, forgive me. I hadn't realized her condition was so serious. I pray she makes a full recovery soon.
Greetings! What a rare pleasure this is! Is something wrong? Your friend looks like she had some bad news.
She wanted to visit the vow of resolve. And there's little reason she couldn't have.
Is there something you wish to say?
I see. I'm glad there's nothing terrible afoot. And yet, where there's a need... Sorry, I just remembered a pressing errand. Let's talk again soon.
The Alexandrians, I understand, have teachings similar to that of the Yokui. Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. My father's last words. I've long considered their meaning. we've lost. They can help us rise to meet our trials in the present. That was certainly true of myself. So I have faith that the people of Alexandria too will be stronger for their grief.
It may be as you say. If we did not remember our lost siblings, we would not be where we are now. Or be who we've become. We all have memories like that, I bet.
Well, we made it. The journey was so smooth as to be almost disappointing.
I can only agree. Especially after our first visit felt so fraught with danger.
It's the curse of experience, my friends. Before we know it, the extraordinary becomes everyday. Life is an accumulation of such things, both the happy times and the sad.
Right. Let's go over Shale's instructions on performing the memory restoration. The first step is to reactivate all the terminals at the same time. This will supply the ether necessary to operate the equipment, without creating any new endless, of course. Once things are up and running, we use the meso terminal to transmit the signal and unlock the sealed memories. There are 5 terminals in total. Might you lend us a hand with one, Sveen? Yes, I can do that.
Not to butt in, but would you mind letting me take it?
Lamachi!
Should you be up and about?
No.
Fine. My worrywart of a brother exaggerates. Mablu came by to fill me in on your plans. After that, I couldn't stand being cooped up a moment longer, so she helped me sneak out of the palace.
Sounds about right.
I'm so glad to see you're well.
Sorry Kona made you think I was at death's door. I was keeping up with reports and know what's been happening in Alexandria. I made the decision to erase the Endless, and bore witness to their final moments. And though it's only a tiny fragment, their hopes live on in me. I feel responsible for making sure that they're remembered, that their legacy is passed on. So please, let me help with sending the signal.
You've made a convincing case, but do take it slowly. The way is not without its perils.
I'll be careful. Thanks.
Very well then. I leave these tasks in your capable hands.
Right, everyone? Begin. Was the sight we saw no more than a trick of the light? Or was it a gift? The terminal's parting miracle? But those days are gone. We chose to move forward. We hold fast to our memories of sorrow and of grief. That we might live full in the present ere the time of departure comes. Let's go home. To our beloved Alexandria. Mother, you protected me. I remember now. In soft golden light, the memories of the lost returned. There to be clutched tight by loved ones, never again to be surrendered.
I am humbled by all you have done in service to our nation. On behalf of its people, I offer our most heartfelt gratitude.
We were only too happy to help. There are still problems left to solve, of course, but you've taken an important step forward.
We have. It's as if we were frozen in time, but now the ice has begun to thaw. Alexandria will thrive again. Mark my words.
What will you do now, Svi?
Ah, yes. Well, that will depend on Gossen. With your permission, I wish to continue living in Alexandria. Those dear to me laid down their lives for this nation in bygone days, and I fought alongside new comrades to defend it. I would continue serving it if you'd let me. So please, accept me as one of your citizens.
That will not do.
I see. I suppose my presence would cause too much confusion.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Now hold on a moment. You have to reconsider. I'll vouch for her myself.
Oh dear, do forgive me. I've caused a misunderstanding. What I meant to say is, it will not do for you to be an ordinary citizen. The people have been most insistent that you take your rightful place as queen.
As queen?
When despair held us in its thrall, it was your voice, your words, which led us to salvation. We would not ask that you perform the same duties as our previous ruler. The structure of both government and nation is to be re-examined and revised such that the burden doesn't fall upon you alone. If that is acceptable, we implore you, please live among us and lend us your gentle guidance. The Alexandrian monarchs of old cared for us and fought for us, and you stand proud among them.
But I... Oh, what of Galuja? You have him, don't you?
Alexandria has 2 thrones to fill now. What one ruler might struggle with, the 2 of you can accomplish together. Guluja's still young though, so don't expect too much of him just yet.
You already know what to do. Just do it.
Yes. Yes, you're right. For centuries, my other self bore this tiara, and with it the hopes and dreams of Alexandrians. I will not let them go unanswered. I will heed the wishes of the people. With peace and prosperity for Alexandria as my foremost purpose, I accept the role of Queen of Reason.
It's not an easy road, but we'll walk it side by side. That way, neither of us gets lost.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for your kind encouragement. Welcome is right. Ours will not be an easy road. But with your words to lend me strength, I shall take it one step at a time. And Tuliol will be there to support you. Speaking of which, I should be getting back to the palace. I'll make my next visit an official one. No seeing out under Kuana's nose. Like this time, the vows of resolve and reason will both come. And we can both discuss our futures together. I look forward to it. Shall we begin the journey home then? I expect some confusion among the citizens with restored memories. And I'd be present to offer them aid. Well, I believe this marks the end of my role as a guide. I was intending to accompany Weklamah back to Tulialu. What are your plans? Didn't you have other matters to attend to in Alexandria? No. You need to stop by the palace first. I wasn't going to thank you properly, but with everything going on, he hasn't had the chance. Please come back with us, or I'll never hear the end of it. It's good to be home. Thanks for coming along. I just got here too. The Lance Guard said my training would begin right away, so I'll be staying in Tulialo a while. We believe you in you, Gulul Jah, and wherever you need advice, your aunt is always happy to give it. Oh dear, our vow of reason is out of sorts. It's just pissed that you left. Can you blame me? Lamatu, you were supposed to be convalescing in bed, not gallivanting around. So, you would say the way of the blade, Gulul Jah. Is that not allowed? I'll grant your training on one condition. You only practice swordplay in the presence of a grown-up. Yes, Kuana, I promise. He's a kid. He's not going to keep that promise. It won't take long before you're good enough to train without a minder. You take too much after your sire and grandsire for that. Wait, so if you're back here, does that mean everyone already got their memories back? Not everyone. Just anyone who chose to do so. So that was that. My days of meddling in Alexandrian affairs are over. It all turned out for the best. The former queen really did love her people, and it's wonderful that her love lives on in Sphene. It truly is. That love as the foundation of her rule, the new queen will be a font of hope for Alexandria. There's no better way for a life and legacy to forever endure. You'll be heading back there, won't you? To Alexandria? I'm content that I fully understand the workings of the key or the reflections, and I know I couldn't have stopped Calyx without you. Nor fulfilled my promise to the endless Sphene. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Be sure to come visit us again in Tulialo. You'll always be welcome here. So I moved on myself. Once I've made the necessary preparations arrangements, I will embark on an extended journey. Well, I expect my days will be filled with the administrative duties, much as they already are. I'm hoping to compile a comprehensive history of Tulialo, however. The tale of our beautiful and resilient nation should be preserved for the future, with each successive generation adding their own chapter to the saga. I think I've learned to be happy with who I am. Even when I make mistakes and cry and look silly, it's all because of the amazing things I've seen with you. They remind me there's always tomorrow. Becoming the King of Resolve is not something I need to think about until I'm older. But my father's authority did pass to me, so until that day comes, I'll study and train and do the best I can. You've really come far, Guluzha, and you'll keep on doing us proud, I'm sure of it. Guess you have to go now, so be safe and enjoy your travels. We'll miss you. Send our best to Sphene and the others. Not going to have time to finish everything I wanted to do tonight, but we got a good couple things done. You're here. We're just discussing what is to be done after the coronation ceremony. Our heretofore isolated kingdom must join its peers on the world stage. The fact that Alexandria is or was a nation of the Ninth will be in the cause of some consternation. It makes smooth introductions where the science will provide an explanation for its arrival in the source. Rest assured, Sphene, Aetherius' leaders are well accustomed to hearing Alphino report on fantastical events. I'm sure they are. They're probably also like, son of a bitch. These guys are doing something again. Fuck. Once again, I am in your debt. I dread to imagine what might have come to pass and had you never come to our aid. I had other news. Those participating in the memory restoration have expressed a desire to hold a funerary service. Rather than suppress their grief, they would embrace it, creating in their hearts a place for gentle remembrance. You have to hammer out the details, but I was thinking we might host this service in the highest level of Everkeep. Ever since my time, we believe that the departed continue their journey beyond their clouds. Yes, I hope that from such a place our prayers might be heard. I wish for our loved ones to soar forever, joyful and free in that heavenly expanse. After so long distancing themselves from the realities of death, the Alexandrians are to be commended for their courage. Yes, it's a tremendously brave thing they're doing. Professor Herc can never capture memory as perfectly as data in a file. But what precious recollections we do keep will guide and sustain us as we fulfill the promise of tomorrow. You've busy days ahead of you, Your Majesty. Oblivion stands ready to pitch in as needed. Oh, what of my investigations, Shale? I hope you've left some time in your schedule for me. Do you recall my first tour of the city after I woke? It was all so strange and frightening, but I've only grown more at home here ever since. I now feel part of this new Alexandria is in large part thanks to your patient guidance. So here I will remain. Should you ever have need of my aid with anything at all, pray do not hesitate to ask. Some few of us will stay here for a while. As it happens, we've made several interesting breakthroughs and have no shortage of mysteries into which we would delve. You may welcome as honored guests for as long as you like. You are, and always will be, my cherished comrades.
is absurd. I have neither heart nor lungs. I was overconfident. Prudent course would have been to wait until I'd calculated an insurmountable advantage.
You thought you had a surmountable advantage just a moment ago.
Rash decision. One perhaps influenced by the others and their developments. But no matter. Learn from this setback, and next time. Next time? How much time and effort did I pour into this master plan? I had it. I had it. At long last, I was to open a new path. Those imbeciles and their damnable heroics. Detected the stench of failure already, have you? Such a keen sense of smell. Yes, yes, I will give my report, as is protocol. Be sure our winter peers are apprised of the details.
Aww. New Asian bullshit. This is some bullshit. None shall know eternity what waits for those who hold the key. Okay. Well, that completes the Promise Tomorrow patch. If you're watching this as a VOD, thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again soon for something else. But I'm going to stop this recording.